Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. This is Happy Monday. I'm off today, so it's definitely happy for me. I just did a 7-day stretch, but I'm grateful that I had an opportunity to make a few extra dollars. Anytime that I get opportunities, I'm gonna try to, do my best to be effective one way or another. I just took my lock knots out, so as you can see, my hair is extremely curly. This is a better curl than it was the first time I did them, but I actually used, I think between my everything oil and a curl, no, it wasn't a curl pudding, it was more like a retwist pudding, and it just left a super great curl. I can't wait to do different things with it, but I did have to take them out because they were starting to unravel, and this was my 5th week that I had them in, so they get pretty good. I'm proud of them. I'm just letting them hang for a little while, and then I'm going to put them back up again because it's a very comfortable style, especially with the weather heating up the way that it is. Okay, so with that being said, I appreciate everybody for tuning into my channel. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button, hit the like button, even hit the bell if you want, leave a comment below. All of this is greatly appreciated. What's up, everybody? I was thinking about some things that I wanted to share with you, because when I learn something about myself or something that's good or positive, that's how I want to keep this channel, and I want to share with you. This is the reinvent technique, basically, to say that we need to stop and re-examine ourselves. And I think that the older we get, we kind of feel like we're in that pattern, so we just got to keep going with it. And that's not really true. But people that's in their 20s, 30s, 40s, whatever, they don't have to continue to do a pattern that's not working for them. If something is working for you, absolutely continue to do it. But if you find yourself in a position where people that care about you and are surrounded by you all the time are telling you, you're a very negative person, I don't like that, blah, 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 and you're saying, oh, that's your opinion. Okay, but if you hear that from 10 different people, it's got to be more than an opinion. It's actually got to be something that's ringing like truth in your ear. So what do? You stop yourself, stand still, stick a pin in yourself, as far as saying, I'm not going to go any further until I reinvent myself. Reinvent myself means take a look in the mirror, and this is something, whatever people are saying that's negative about you, and after a while it's more than 1, 2, 10 people saying it, then take it as truth and look in the mirror and say, you know what, today, instead of me being negative, I'm going to start saying positive things. And it's not easy to reinvent yourself, especially the older you get, because there's a saying that says that the older you get more set in your ways, and I do believe that that is a very true statement. But it doesn't have to be your final statement. It can be, okay, well, since everybody sees me as negative, today I'm going to turn it around, and I'm going to start saying positive things. I'm going to start to think more positive, so that I'll say more positive things, and then after a while my feelings will catch up with what I'm thinking and what I'm saying, so it'll become more and more believable. Because if you always negative and then you all of a sudden say something positive, somebody's going to look at you like, is this the same person? And you might say, you know what, it's better for me to just stay where I was, because that's what they're used to. Instead of doing that, if you continue to do something differently, then they have no choice but to receive you differently. And it's very obvious when a person is negative, that is kind of depressing. I don't like being around people that are extremely negative myself, because I mean, being human is one thing, and we all get there where we feel some type of way about certain things. But if it's an everyday thing, you always got to be negative, that is our problem. That is a problem that can be fixed. You can fix yourself. Just start turning it around, doing something different, and then people will appreciate you for that. And it's the same thing that if people are saying you got a nasty attitude. If you have a nasty attitude and you don't believe it, but then 10 more people tell you you have a nasty attitude, or you're losing jobs, or you're losing relationships, or you're losing friendships, you're going to lose with this negativity. You're going to lose one way or another. You're going to lose money, you're going to lose friendships, you're going to lose something that you need. Because if somebody is not, if somebody's feeding you but you're not feeding them, eventually they're going to walk away from you. Feeding them positivity or encouragement, you don't have to do these things, but it is helpful that we lift each other up every once in a while. Nobody's perfect, nobody's going to be on cue all the time, nobody's going to say the perfect thing all the time, but at the end of the day, effort means everything. So yeah, if somebody has a bad attitude and you tell them about it and they don't believe you, and then somebody else does it, somebody else does it, and they might say, well, I don't know how to change that. Stick a pin, stand still, look at what you're doing and what you're saying. Listen to yourself. And if you are really nasty, I wouldn't want somebody nasty washing my hair or fixing my boot. I don't want somebody nasty with a nasty attitude waiting on me. I want somebody that's pleasant, somebody that comes up and open their mouth and speak and acknowledge me. That I'm spending my money. And this is where customer service has really dropped down. It's hard to find good customer service anymore. People walk by you, and if you're not someone that they're attracted to, they may not help you. That is ridiculous. Business is business. You're there to perform a service, regardless of whether it's a person you're trying to get a phone number from or not. It has nothing to do with anything. But at the end of the day, you can reinvent yourself. I am working on reinventing myself because there are certain parts of my personality that I would like to work on. So I'm not going to sit here and act oblivious, or I need 10 more people to tell me before I believe what's going on. I'm just going to be that one that says, I'm going to look in the mirror and say, okay, Lane, there's some things about yourself you really need to work on. And then start from there. And you're not always going to be perfect, and sometimes you're going to fall back into your old ways because your old ways are older than your new ways. But at the end of the day, if you catch yourself, you hear yourself, or what you're thinking about changes what you're thinking about, and you'll change where you're going. That's how I feel about it. I mean, I know that there are people that know that I'm an everyday type person, so I will speak to you every day. But if you're the type of person that's going to walk by and you might speak today and then you might not speak tomorrow, then you can save it, because that's just how I feel about it. And you know, I don't need people that I got to wonder if today's a good day or maybe tomorrow's a good. No, there's no need for all of that. This is what I'm saying about reinventing yourself. It's the way that you perceive. Everybody perceives you, and they only can perceive you the way that you are presenting yourself. That's your presentation. And just like if you get food, you don't want it thrown on a plate in your kind of way. It could be good, but it looks a mess. If it looks a mess, who wants to eat it? But if your presentation looks good, then you're saying, okay, this food got to be good because of the way it's looking. And it may not be, but at the end of the day, it's your presentation. That's going to help you with jobs. That's going to help you with interviews. That's going to help you with meeting new people. All of these things say, I need to reinvent myself. And even in a relationship, after a while, it gets stale because y'all doing the same things over and over and over again. In a relationship, you got to reinvent the relationship. You got to talk about which direction you're going, because you might have started off going a certain direction, and then 10, 15 years later, you may not be wanting to go that same way anymore. You might have changed directions, or the jobs might have changed, or the opportunity might have changed, or the money might have changed. Whatever the case may be, you need to talk about these things and see where each other is, because you may be giving me something I used to need. I may be giving you something you used to need. Needs change as you get older. Believe me when I tell you, what I needed 30 years ago, I don't need right now. And what I used to worry about 20 years ago, I don't worry about anymore. So things change. So you're going to have to reinvent yourself. And if you're in a couple, like in a relationship, you're definitely going to have to reinvent yourselves together, so that you're still on the same page and not growing apart. You'll be growing together. Alright, with that being said, I want you guys to enjoy the rest of your week. And stay positive. If you're a negative person, change it around. If you have a bad attitude, work on your attitude. Even if you're a person that spreads a lot of gossip, if that's your MO, work on that too, because who has time to worry about what everybody else is doing? Because if you're watching everybody else, then you're not watching what you're doing. And then somebody else has to come and tell you about you, when you can look in the mirror and definitely nobody knows you better than you. So reinvent yourself wherever you need to tweak it, and I believe that it's going to change and it's going to work for all of us, and we'll be better individuals for it. Show more love. This is Elaine. I'll see you guys soon. Love you. Peace.